The White House says the president isn't going to back off as he meets congressional leaders for talks on the partial government shutdown. President Donald Trump is refusing to sign any budget without funding for a U.S.-Mexico border wall, which Democrats are adamantly against. The House of Representatives passed a bill to reopen the government, but the Senate has rejected it. Around 800,000 federal workers have been without pay since the 22nd of December. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and other congressional leaders from both sides of the aisle are negotiating with Mr. Trump on Friday morning. The White House and top Democrats have shown little sign of backing down since holding their first meeting earlier this week over the partial government shutdown. Democrats, who now hold the majority in the House, passed spending bills on Thursday to reopen the government, including $1.3 billion £1 billion of border security funds until the 8th of February. But the legislation cannot take effect unless it passes the Republican-controlled Senate, where leader Mitch McConnell said his party would not back any measures without the president's support. The Kentucky senator called the Democratic budget a time-wasting act of political posturing. The Washington Post reported on Friday that while hundreds of federal workers go without pay, the president's cabinet secretaries, top administrators as well as Vice President Mike Pence are expected to receive annual raises of about $10,000. The pay hikes will take effect on the 5th of January partly because of the shutdown. An existing federal pay freeze expired last month when Congress failed to reach a deal to fund federal agencies. The partial U.S. government shutdown began when Congress and Mr. Trump failed to reach an agreement over a budget bill in December. The Republicans had passed an initial funding bill including $5 billion £4 billion for the wall, when they still had a majority in the House, but they could not get the necessary 60 votes in the 100-seat Senate.